Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the world of human intelligence. And believe me, it's a field that's way less about the high-tech gadgets you see in movies and a whole lot more about the incredibly complex art of understanding people.
You know the scene, right? The car chases, the crazy gadgets, the world being saved at the last possible second. But what if I told you the real world of human intelligence, or HUMINT as they call it, is just as fascinating? Because it is, and it's happening all around us, from tense diplomatic meetings to corporate boardrooms. So, let's get into it.
Alright, so first things first, we have to separate the Hollywood fantasy from the cold, hard reality. What is human intelligence, really, once you strip away all the glamour and the exploding pens?
Well, this official definition from NATO kind of says it all, but it's also beautifully simple. We're not talking about satellites or cracking complex codes. At its core, HUMINT is just information that comes directly from people. It's intelligence gathering at its most fundamental, most human level. And this really breaks down the difference perfectly. On one side, you've got TechInt, right? Technical intelligence. That's your satellites taking pictures from space, your systems intercepting signals. But on the other side, you have HUMINT, and that's all about human-to-human interaction. It's conversations, observations, building relationships. One is all about data streams, the other is all about people.
So, okay, if it's all about people, how does it actually work? I mean, how do you go from a simple conversation to gathering really valuable intelligence? It's time to open up the playbook.
And here's the real key to understanding it. HUMINT isn't just about grabbing a secret file and running. No, it's about carefully building a relationship with the person who holds the keys to the entire library. And that, as you can imagine, is a really delicate psychological game.
That game usually follows this classic three-step cycle. First up, you have spotting, which is pretty much what it sounds like, finding someone who has access to the information you need. Then comes assessing, and this is where you learn everything about them. What makes them tick? What are their vulnerabilities? Is it money, ideology, ego? And finally, you have the trickiest part of all, recruiting, making that approach and actually convincing them to cooperate.
So who are we even talking about here? When you think of a source, you might picture that spy in a trench coat on a park bench. But the reality is, critical intelligence can come from just about anywhere. It could be a diplomat at a cocktail party, an aid worker in a crisis zone, or even just a soldier on patrol talking to locals. Literally, anyone can be a source of game-changing information.
But here's the thing. This whole playbook isn't just for governments and spies anymore. These exact same skills are now in high demand in the corporate world, creating this new, fascinating field of corporate intelligence. And if you're thinking of getting into it, well, get ready for a pretty wild and confusing ride.
This quote from someone trying to break into the field just says it all. The need for corporate intelligence, knowing what your competition is up to, is absolutely massive. But for the people actually trying to get a job, the path forward is anything but clear.
And this is a huge part of the problem. Because the industry is so new, the rules aren't really written yet. Job titles can mean pretty much anything, or sometimes nothing at all. It's a total maze for anyone trying to build a career in this space.
I mean, just look at this. You might see a job for an intelligence analyst, and great, that's what you'll be doing. But apply for a business intelligence role, and you could easily find yourself in a sales position. In that surveillance position you applied for, you might just be sitting in a car all day filming someone who's faking a back injury. It's a complete minefield out there. And all of this brings us back to the human element. Because beyond the job titles, beyond the tradecraft, there's a really deep personal paradox at the very heart of this kind of work.
This is such an incredibly honest and powerful thing for that same aspiring analyst to say. Just think about it. They're basically saying that the very personality traits that would make them brilliant at the job are the exact same ones that would probably get them screened out during the hiring process.
And that's the core contradiction, isn't it? The ability to read people, to build instant rapport, maybe even to manipulate a situation, these are like superpowers in the field. But those same traits can be seen as huge liabilities by the very organizations that need them the most. It's a true catch-22.
So where does this all leave us? In an age where AI can analyze billions of data points in a split second, you have to wonder if human intelligence is becoming obsolete. Or does the messy, unpredictable, and powerful nature of a simple human connection become our most valuable secret of all? It's definitely something to think about.